Welcome to another class of botany. In the previous class, we have started with this kingdom fungi and we have discussed the general characteristic of fungi. That is, all the fungal organisms are heterotrophic. They are, that is eukaryotic cell, they have eukaryotic cell. The cell wall is made up of chitin and polysaccharides. That is, the body is made up of fine thread like structures which are called as hyphae. These hyphae are formed in a network of So, that network of hyphae is called as mycelium. That network of hyphae is called as mycelium, and we have also seen that is if the mycelium is without septate, then it is called as aseptate, and if there are walls separating and making into smaller compartments, then it is called as septate hyphae. In aseptate hyphae, we find cenocytic condition, that is presence of many nucleus. Now, we will study kingdom fungi under, that is, various groups. The first is Phycomycetes. The kingdom fungi is further divided into 4 groups. The first one is Phycomycetes. Second is Ascomycetes. The third is Basidiomycetes, and the fourth is Deuteromycetes. That is 4 divisions: Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. We will start with this first one, that is Phycomycetes. This Phycomycetes is also called as algal fungi. The Phycomycetes is also called as algal fungi. That is another name which is given to the Phycomycetes is algal fungi. Here, these Phycomycetes, the organisms or the fungal organisms belonging to this Phycomycetes group, they are mostly aquatic. And they are also found, they can also be found in decaying wood. We already said that fungi will be the most preferred place for fungi is dark and moist places where there is availability of water. So, here they are aquatic and they will be on decaying woods. They can be there because these fungal organisms are saprophytic. So, another preferred space is decaying wood. So, they can be aquatic or found in water, and they can also be found in decaying woods. They can also be found as obligate parasites. Obligate parasites, that is, they live inside the bodies of the host cell. They take over the machinery of their cell. They take all the nutrients from the host cell and cause the diseases. They compel the host cell to give all the nutrients. They take over the cell in which they will be living, because parasitic means they will be living inside the body of the another organism. It can be plant, it can be animals, and it can be human beings. But here they are mostly found in plants. They are obligate parasites on plants. So, they live on the plants and they eat the nutrients which is produced by the plants, because plants are autotrophic. They prepare their own food. So, the most preferred living organism in which this fungi will be living is here, it will be on the plants. On plants, it will be living as obligate parasites. So, that is, it will take over the host cell. It will eat all the nutrient which is produced by the host cell. So, that is called as obligate parasite. Now, coming to the structure, that is, we already know the fungal organisms have thread like structures, that is called as hyphae. Now which type of hyphae we have? Here this organisms which belongs to Phycomycetes, they have aseptate. They have aseptate cenocytic hyphae. Aseptate cenocytic hyphae. Aseptate means the hypha is without any divisions. The hypha is continuous without any divisions. We don't find any divisions like this. There are no divisions. There are no divisions. So hypha, if it is like this now, if it is divisions are present, then we could have said it as the septate hyphae. We could have said it as septate hyphae. But here in this, the organisms which belongs to Phycomycetes, the septum is absent. There is no septum. The hypha is continuous. The hypha is continuous without divisions. So we have aseptate hyphae and cenocytic condition. In this aseptate hyphae, we find cenocytic conditions, as because there are no compartments, no divisions because of absence of septae, we find many nucleus. In single hyphae, we find many nucleus, that is multinucleated hypha, and that condition is called as cenocytic. So the organisms which belongs to this group, that is Phycomycetes, the hyphae are aseptate and cenocytic. The hyphae are aseptate and cenocytic. Now that is mode of reproduction. Already said you, they will be living in the water, that is on the plants, and they can be living on decaying wood. So that is mode of nutrition. What might be the mode of nutrition? They can be either saprophytic, they can be parasitic, they can be parasitic. They exhibit saprophytic as well as parasitic mode of nutrition. So that is saprophytic in the sense they will be feeding on dead and decomposed matter. They will be feeding on dead and decomposed matter. They will release something on the dead material. They will release certain chemical on the dead material, so that will decompose, that chemical will decompose the dead material, and that decomposed dead material will be directly absorbed by the fungi. We all know fungi is heterotrophic, it cannot prepare their own food, then it leaves, as it cannot prepare their own food, it lives as saprophytic organism or parasitic. Saprophytic, that is, they will be feeding on dead and decomposed matter. How they feed on dead and decomposed matter? They will release certain chemical on the substance. For example, if this is the dead matter, some dead twig, they will release, or if fungi is there, so fungi will release certain chemical on this. So when it releases certain chemical, a little part of this matter will get decomposed. Because of the toxin, it get decomposed, and the decomposed matter will be absorbed by the fungi, so that they are saprophytic. Few of the organisms are saprophytic and few are parasitic. That is, they live on the plants and they take the nutrients from the plants. Coming to this reproduction, here an asexual reproduction is by spore formation. In the members of Phycomycetes, asexual reproduction is by spore formation. The spores will be formed in, that is, structures, that is, fruiting bodies. The spores will be formed in different structures called as fruiting bodies, and in this asexual reproduction will be by spore formation, and two different types of spores are formed. Two different types of spores are formed. The first type of spore is aplanospore. The first type of spore is aplanospore and the second is zoospore. During asexual reproduction, this Phycomycetes, that is the organisms belongs to Phycomycetes, they produce two types of spores. They produce two types of spores. The first type is aplanospore and the second type is zoospore. Aplanospores are non-motile. Aplanospores are non-motile and zoospores, zoo already that is it relates something with movement. So, these are motile. Zoospores are motile and aplanospores are non-motile. So, few that is the organisms can produce two types of spores. One is aplanospore which are non-motile and another is zoospore which are motile spores, and these spores are produced in fruiting bodies. They are produced exogenously. They are produced exogenously. That is, for example, if this is a fruiting body, some structure, fruiting body is nothing but a structure in which spores will be produced or on which spores will be produced. Fruiting bodies are nothing but structures in which or on which, that is structure in which spores can be produced inside or spores can be produced, in few it can be produced inside, in few fruiting bodies it can be produced outside on the surface of that structure. So, but here they are produced exogenously. Exo means outside. They are produced outside. On some structures will be there, on the structures they will be, that is they will be produced outside the structures. The endogenously means the spores will be produced inside. But the organisms which belong to fungal that is Phycomycetes, spore formation will be there. Two types of spores will be formed, aplanospore and zoospore, and these spores are produced exogenously, that is on the outside the fruiting, that is on the surface of the fruiting bodies. Next is sexual, it also performs sexual reproduction. The organisms which belong to Phycomycetes, they also perform sexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction is by the formation of zygospore. It is by the formation of zygospore. This zygospore is nothing but it is the fusion of, it is formed by fusion of two hyphae. The zygospore is formed by the fusion of two, that is two gametes or two hyphae, fusion of two hyphae. This fusion can be isogamous. This fusion can be isogamous and the fusion can be anisogamous or oogamous. Sexual reproduction takes place by the zygospore formation. Sexual reproduction takes place by zygospore formation, that is this zygospore is formed by the fusion of two gametes. It is formed by the fusion of two gametes. So, we say now in that is in other organisms we say zygote. Zygote is nothing but it is the fusion of male cell and a female cell. It is a fusion of, it is formed by the fusion of male cell and the female cell. So, here male and female are not different. So, that is why the term given here is zygospore. So, it is also basically formed from two gametes. It is also basically formed from two gametes and the term which is used is zygospore. So, sexual reproduction is by the formation of zygospore. So, this two gametes fuses. If these gametes are similar, this is one gamete, this is one gamete. This is one gamete and this is one gamete with nucleus. So, they both are morphologically similar. There is no difference. They are morphologically similar. So, if there is fusion of both of this morphologically similar gametes, then this type of fusion is called as isogamous. Isogamous. Gamous is fusion. Iso is same, similar. Iso is similar. So, if the similar gametes fuses and form zygospore, then that is called as what? Isogamous. And for example, if this is one, this is one type of gamete and another is something like this. So, if they both fuses, this is one different, this is one different. Morphologically this is different, this is different. Okay. So, now if the fusion of gametes is like this, then this type of fusion is called as anisogamous or oogamous. If gametes are morphologically similar, then that type of fusion is called as isogamous fusion. If gametes are different in structure or shape, then it is called as what? Anisogamous or oogamous. And these type of fusions produces zygospore. That is, two gametes combines and form zygospore. Now, we have seen this one, the examples, the most common examples of the organisms which belongs to kingdom Phycomycetes. Here, the first example is Rhizopus, Mucor, Albugo. These are the commonly found organisms which belongs to that is group Phycomycetes. So, let us just recap it. Phycomycetes is also called as algal fungi. Here they are mostly aquatic and they can be also found on decaying wood. That is the most preferred place for them is moist and dark places, because in woody area it will be dark. They are obligate parasites, they act as obligate parasites on plants. They mostly live on the plants and they take over the machinery of the cell, they take over the nutrients of the cell. So, that is why they are obligate parasites on the plants. The hyphae are aseptate. The hyphae are aseptate without any septa dividing it, and because of the aseptate hyphae, we find cenocytic nucleus. So, that is cenocytic condition, that is multinucleated hypha. This hypha is multinucleated because of the absence of wall. So, that condition is called as cenocytic condition. It can, that is mode of reproduction, it can be saprophytic, that is feeding on dead and decomposed matter, and it can be parasitic, that is living inside the body of the host cell and causing the disease to them. Reproduction, it can be reproduced by asexual method or by sexual method. In asexual method, it is by spore formation. It is by spore formation, but it produces two types of spores, aplanospores which are non-motile and zoospores which are motile, and these spores are produced exogenously. The spores are produced exogenously, and here in this sexual reproduction, it is because of the formation of zygospore. Zygospore is formed by the fusion of two gametes. Zygospore is because of the formation of fusion of two gametes. If fusion of same, that is similar gametes, then it is called as isogamous, and if the fusion of two gametes, two different morphologically different gametes, then it is called as anisogamous or oogamous. Anisogamous or oogamous, and these two organisms or gametes fuse together and form zygospore, and this will again give rise to, zygospore undergoes many changes and it gives rise to that is individual fungi. Individual fungi. When they fall on the ground, it will take the nutrients from the ground and they grow into individual fungi. And the most common examples of the organisms which belongs to this group is Rhizopus, Mucor and Albugo. Many other organisms are there, but we have taken the most common ones, that is Rhizopus, Mucor and Albugo. In the next class, we will start with another group, that is Ascomycetes. Ascomycetes. And later on we will deal with this Basidiomycetes as well as the Deuteromycetes.